Hi, I'm Pam Ginsberg. I'm the manager of Wagshals Market in Washington, D.C., the best butcher shop in Washington, Maryland, Virginia. And we're going to bone a leg of lamb today. So, right in time for Easter. So what we're going to start with first is we're going to remove the flank a little bit here, and we're going to pull the skin back. See that? Because the flank is a really good piece to cover. You'll see when I take the tailbone off. So the flank is very tasty. Alright, we're going to come up over here, remove this, come up underneath the tailbone. There's a little notch right in here. Pull your bone under the notch. You kind of feel it, rock the knife, and it pops right off. So that way you can see this, the hip bone easier. You don't lose any meat when you're boning it. Right now is a good time to just try and go ahead and clean off some of your fat. I like to leave a little outer fat when you're roasting it. Some people ask you to clean it all off. But here at Wagshals, we like to leave a little bit. And then some legs of lamb can be fattier than others. Let's not forget that. So they're all typically the same. They've got the same areas where the fat grows a little thicker, like where I just took it from here. And some people call this the outer fell. It's the skin. And personally, I like to have some of that left on. Let's take it off.
I can't remember what you told me was the best sauce.
Alright, so now we're going to move the Achilles tendon right here. Get up here into the hip bone. And just let the tip of your knife ride along the bone. You don't gouge meat. This is a nice lamb tenderloin right here. You don't want to gouge that, that's for sure. Get up underneath that hip bone with the tip of your knife and just ride the bone. You feel a little gap right here. Just lay it again. Don't force it. You just lay your knife up against the bone. Shit, sorry. I'm going to come against it again in this direction. Now there's a little ball joint right here coming from the femur bone. You get your knife up in there, make it a little easier for you to bone it. Right in that little ball joint, that socket. So the hip bone's connected to the leg bone. Little lamb humor there. And you just keep working your knife around the bone. You can just get it off there. Okay, now, again, there's your bone. So you just take your knife, and you can't gouge it, you just lay it up against the bone. And you just pull it along the bone. See that bone? It's exposed right there. Do the same thing from the top.
I'll be right with you.
Underneath.
You gotta do what? Cook some burgers for you. How do you cook burgers? We got back here, we got a whole.
Come up on it.
Here, I'll have you want a burger?
Now, you could opt to take the bone off right here and leave a lamb shank. This would be the hind shank. Some people prefer the hind shank because there's a little bit more meat than your front shank. But since we're going to just butterfly bone it, we're going to follow the bone all the way with our knife.
Chicken breast.
The tip of our knife. And you got that piece of tendon there. And there you go. So, now you've got this beautiful leg of lamb that you can tie into a roast. Or for this, since it's almost summertime, we can grill it, butterfly. Cut it right there in the thick sirloin portion. And take out this inner fell. Okay, so butterflying is just making it all one even thickness so that once you marinate it and grill it, it all typically comes out together. You kind of like have something for everyone. A little bit more medium rare, a little bit more medium, some medium well on the edges. And there you have it, one beautiful butterfly leg of lamb, which you could always take and roll with strings around it, and there you have a leg of lamb breast.